Hello and welcome here. Denise Fullerton with Stampin' Chez Moi here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I want to welcome you here, and please say hi when you pop in. I would really appreciate that if you would. I am going to just keep you very quickly here because I want to show you a few things. I don't know. Oh, let me turn my comments on just in case you are here. Please say hello. Leanne, hello, darling. Welcome here. I want to show you three things. And you know what? Pardon me, I've got gum in my mouth and I have to get rid of it because I know I'm going to be chewing, which is not good. Excuse me. There we go. I just did not want to take that out of my mouth with everybody watching me. Leanne, Karen, Lillian, Lucy, bonjour ma belle, back to you, my dear. So I don't know if you realize, but your blender pens, your Stampin' Write markers, now not your Stampin' blends, okay? That's entirely different. Your Stampin' Write markers, hello Joanne, and your Wink of Stella. These three items can actually be refilled, and I want to show you how to do that, okay? So I'm going to bring the camera down, and let's see here. I'm going to show you how I do that. So hello to everybody that is here. First of all, the new annual catalog is out. I'm not allowed to show you the inside, but what I do want to show you, there's a little peek for you. What I do want to show you is every catalog receives a little paper with your wish list, because we all have a wish list, but there's also a little gift in every catalog. And if you want one, please let me know. If you place a $60 order, I will gift you $5 back on your order. Now, if you place that order online, you're going to have to pay the full amount, but I will e-transfer you $5, or if you come to my classes live, I'll just give you a $5 bill as my thank you for that. My girlfriend Darlene is on Facebook and YouTube. How fun. Susan, hello, welcome here. Susan, your weather is probably very different than our weather here in Winnipeg. We're in the middle of a blizzard. And Susan, thank you for sharing. You know what? I didn't set aside a card, but I'm looking at one. So that'll be my gift. If you share, let me know that you have, and I will enter your name when I'm done here for a draw for a free card. So Susan, let me get your name down. Thank you for that. And you know, when you do share, if the person that you shared to pops in on my YouTube and says, hi, Susan shared with me, and here I am, I will enter your name again, okay? So yeah, just another little extra. I'm trying to get my numbers up, okay? I looked on my YouTube channel, and I don't know if you have subscribed to my YouTube channel. Karen, thank you. But I am, I forget where I'm at. I think I'm at like 298 or something. How fun to break 300. Carol, thank you for sharing. I totally forgot to put my little papers out because I guess I forgot about the whole share thing that I love to do. Okay, so who did I miss? 291. Thank you, Dar. Okay, so I'm not as close to 300 as I thought, but how fun would that be? Carol. So yeah, we're in the middle of a blizzard, and so a lot of us are stuck in our homes because of this blizzard, and I thought, you know what? Let's do a live. So let's put this away, and let me show you how to refill all three of these items, okay? It's going to be interesting to see if this goes without a glitch. First of all, where should I start? Let's start with Wink of Stella, okay? So with your Wink of Stella, you know how you you gently, where it says push, you gently squeeze that and it brings the glitter forward, but eventually it runs out, okay? It gets dried up. Yeah, it's not a beautiful day here, Carol. Oh, you know what? I tried adding, I'm going to get a different Wink. I tried adding color to that one to see if that would work, and it wouldn't. So same thing. Here's another empty Wink of Stella. I'm going to grab my little bowl just in case I make a mess. We're going to unscrew that. So when you get your Wink of Stella and it's new, there's going to be a little black band here. You have to unscrew that, and then you just throw that black band away. And what that black band actually does is it prevents the little, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a little tip in there, and it prevents that tip from going into here, right there. Oh, I had it right there, and engaging the whole Wink. Okay, but what we want to do is we want to add more rubbing alcohol in here. Okay, so this is just rubbing alcohol that you get at a drugstore. I'm going to very gently, I don't want to wreck this, but I just put my piercing tool in between there, and then it lifts. So see, there's still a little bit of glitter, and there's still a little bit of glitter inside my tub. I'm going to gently put that down, and let's get a little, I don't know what that's called, but whatever that's called. And you could also use a syringe. Now, I'm going to pick up, so I've got some in here, and I'm going to dump that inside. Let's grab a little bit more if I can. I can't reach. Okay. I use my rubbing alcohol a fair bit, so it's not full to the top. I want to see where I'm at there. I can see some sparkle down in there. Let's do it one more time. Dump that in there. Then we're going to carefully pick this up, put that back in, give it a little snap. I don't know if you heard that. And then I'm going to engage my brush tip again, give that a shake. My fingers are a little bit wet. And then again, where it says push, you're just going to gently push. I can hear it. And it is bringing, let's get that better shake here. It is bringing my glitter forward. I don't know if you can see that in here where it's starting to move. So I've got a little bit more happening in there. That is how you would refill your Wink of Stella. Now, it's not refillable forever, okay? You're probably only going to be able to refill it one more time just to engage the rest of the glitter that is inside of there, okay? So that's how you do that with your Wink of Stella, okay? Now let's move on to let's do our Stampin' Write marker. Again, this is not a blend, entirely different. Your blend is your alcohol based, and I've never refilled my blends. I would just as soon buy them. So this is Mary Merlot. So let's grab some Mary Merlot, and let's take the lid off. I need, oh, where did I put them? I have a little pair of pliers, and you could see they're well loved and really gross looking. Sorry about that. I'm going to gently grab my brush tip. You could do either end, your brush tip, or let's put that down. Now, I don't know if this actually needs refilling. I just grabbed the Mary Merlot because it was handy. And I'm going to work again over my bowl just in case. And then I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I've got about 4 drops in there. We're going to carefully pick up our brush tip again and pop that in. Bring it down to where it was. So that's removing the brush tip, okay? You can also remove the bullet tip if you want. I feel like I'm all inky now. So with the bullet tip, I want to show you. You've got, there's your tip right here, and then you've got this little band, this little plastic band, okay? You're going to very gently, now I'm not going to squeeze it. I don't want to bend that band, but I just want to make sure that I've grabbed it. And I'm going to give it a gentle twist and pull at the same time. And that's what that looks like inside of there, okay? So I'm just going to, I've already refilled it, so I don't want to do it again. And I'm just going to push that back in there. Now, when you store your Stampin' Write markers and your blends, you want to store them flat down. You don't want to store them top to bottom, because what happens is all of the ink is going to fall one way or the other way, depending on which way you store them. If you store them flat, the, whoop, oh, that would not have been good. The ink stays in the barrel the way it should. You don't need to worry about getting your fingers dirty, because this is water soluble and your hands will clean very easily. So that is how you would refill a Stampin' Write marker. You want to make sure that your marker matches the color that you are using. Now, last and certainly not least, we're going to be using rubbing alcohol again, but there's a little bit of a recipe to re-ink your Stampin' blends. So you know how sometimes when you're working, and I don't know if this one is dried up or not. Let's see. Sorry for the mess here. It's not bad. That's a little bit, I don't know if you can see that cross hatch. That is just the alcohol that is in here, and it wouldn't hurt to re-ink it. So this is how you do that. Same idea. You're going to need a little pair of pliers, okay? And you are going to need rubbing alcohol, but if you look down, let me pull that up. If you look down on, there is your recipe, okay? Oh, sorry, it's not rubbing alcohol, it's glycerin. Where did I put my bottle of glycerin? Oh, did I put that away already? I must have put it away again. So erase all of that. It's not rubbing alcohol, it's glycerin. So glycerin is going to come in a bottle kind of similar, but it says glycerin on it. You're going to get that again at Shoppers Drug Mart or whatever drugstore that you like to shop at. Walgreens, I'm sure you can get it at Walmart. So I am going to, just like I did with my Stampin' Write marker, I am going to take my brush tip out, and that's what that looks like, okay? That's what it looks like inside of there. But now I've got this empty barrel in here. Now in here, I've got my blender pen refill, okay? And I've got my recipe on there. 2 teaspoons of glycerin, 4 teaspoons of distilled water. It has to be distilled water, okay? And half a teaspoon of rubbing alcohol, okay? So there is still rubbing alcohol in it. But the main ingredient is, whoops, sorry, is your glycerin. Whoops, and I froze there for a minute. This is just an empty eye contact or contact lens bottle. that I emptied and cleaned out. Somehow I got, there must have been a way, and I'm not remembering because I've had this for a while, where I got that lid off. It must have unclipped down here. And then I am just going to put, oh, you know what? This is what I did. You're going to put your recipe in there, in a bowl, and you're going to let your tip just sit in there for a bit. I tried refilling it, and it doesn't really work. Now I can see how this is soaking up that goodness, and then I'm just going to pick that up, and I'm going to slip that in here like so. So now this is nicely watered, and I'm going to let that stand tall for just a little bit in my little can, so that what I just added is going to come into the barrel, and then I will be good to go. So why don't we take this end out as well? So same thing. I'm going to grab my brush tip, I'm going to gently pull it out, and I'm going to just lay it in the solution. Now normally I let it sit in that solution a little bit longer, but for this I'm just going to do it quickly. And now that I have some solution sitting in that bowl after my video, I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest of my blender pens because I'm not getting that back in. But now I'm curious, how did I get this off? Because I would have had to take that off in order to do this. And I'm sure, I think what happened was, because I can see that I was able to, so without any liquid in here, I think what I did was I just popped this right off, and I was able to refill my container. I'm curious now as to how I actually did that. But that is your recipe. So another thing you can do is you can just create your recipe, put it in a little bowl, save it, and you're just going to drop your tips inside of there, okay? I hope that has helped you. Let me bring my comments back up. You use an eyedropper. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what this is called. That's an eyedropper. Okay, so you would do the same thing. You would take your tip out. Ooh, okay. You know what? Let's do that. Hang on. I've got another one. I have another blender pen right here. So Carol and everyone else, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my brush out. I'm going to grab. Oh, way easier. Carol, thank you. Come on. I've got a bubble. There we go. I probably have a little too much in there. There we go. Let's pick that up. Pop that in. We are good to go. I better do a class with blender pens because my blender pens are going to be all nicely inked up and ready to go. I am going to do the draw right away here. And you know what, Darlene? I am a hot mess. My fingers are icky. Pick up a little bit. I like the eyedropper thing way better. Thank you for that. You can also lay them in there. So Carol, you obviously have refilled your blender pens as well, I'm assuming. 1 drop at a time to avoid bubbles. Definitely. I found that out. You want to do it nice and slow. So now I've got 2 freshly inked blender pens. I am going to use that up. My sister is here. Are you kidding me? Zian, welcome here. Wow, first time my sister visits me. Well, on my YouTube channel. So that is done. Let me, for those that shared, so I have Susan and Karen and Carol, because Zian, we're actually done. You had an old one that you refilled last week. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I refill mine often. Let's pull up the wheel. If anyone else shared, please let me know. So far, I've got 3 people in the draw. Okay, let me pull up that wheel, and I will take the names off from my last live. And girls, I am going live again tomorrow, my regular Thursday afternoon live. Whoops, that was supposed to be a dot. And Karen and Carol. So let me see. I'm going to come back and take a peek. Did anybody else? Lucy, you did? Oh, Lucy, I'm sorry. And I do have your card because you know what? You actually won last time. You actually won last time. And let me grab, while this is spinning, let me grab a card. Let me grab a card. Susan, you have won the draw today, and I'm pretty sure I have your address, and you're way warmer than we are. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad this works. So, Susan, here's the card that I'm going to pop in the mail for you. And it is one of these little fun folds. If I'm going to just give that, because it's been sitting flat for a while, I'm going to give that a little bend. And that's how this card sits, okay? So this is retired product, and I hope you're okay with that. But it's spring. We were hoping that it was spring here in Winnipeg. It's not. We're in the middle of a snowstorm, a blizzard, and that's not a Dairy Queen thing. That is a snow thing. But congratulations, Susan. I do have your address. It's coming your way. You're very welcome, my dear, and I'm glad you love it. So I believe this is going to Florida, if I'm remembering properly. That is where you live, but I do have your address because I have sent you a card before. So with that, ladies, I bid you all adieu. I will see you tomorrow, 1 o'clock, right here for my Facebook Live. And I'm looking at it. Do you want a sneak peek? Here's what, I'm going to go around here. Hang on. You're going to have to look fast because I'm not going to keep it up long. But this is what we are going to be what I'm going to be doing tomorrow for my Facebook Live. So there's the card and it's gone. I'll talk to you later. Have a wonderful rest of the day. We will see you tomorrow. Stay warm, stay safe for my friends here in Canada and especially in the prairies as we get bombarded with snow. Talk to you later. Bye now.